My name is Jacob Anderson, and this post is about my biggest challenge that I face in my current role, which is a teacher. So, my biggest challenge is going to be a little bit cliche here. It's going to be time. I know that there's probably going to be a lot of people out there that say time is their biggest challenge, but I don't think my biggest challenge of time is really seen in the classroom. It's like 50 minutes is fine for me. I don't think I am too limited on time for preparedness of class. I can prepare fine for class and all that. When I talk about time being my biggest challenge, what I really mean is time outside of the classroom, bettering myself as a teacher. So if you look through my PDP, you would see that I'm really trying to be um, outside of the box when it comes to teaching mathematics. I don't want to be a lecture teacher. My teacher used to lecture to me. My dad's teacher used to lecture to him. That's just the way that it's been for too many years. And it was that way when they didn't have technology. I don't feel like it should be now when we have technology. So I want to move to more of a blended learning classroom. And this is why I think my biggest challenge is time. I believe that I could spend more time outside, first of all, looking through the different changes in technology and in turn applying them to my blended learning classroom. The problem is I can't sit through and look through and research all these different new teaching strategies and apps and things on the computer without wasting my entire night every night. So I guess one of the remedies that I would have for that would maybe be to follow people on Twitter and other people that have experience. So that way you don't have to actually go through the process of testing all of those things out. And typically, if somebody on Twitter that you trust and has shown you other good things, probably has other good things to say, and you can take from them. So just follow people on social media, for example. The other thing that I kind of have trouble with is creating videos. I have a Google website for my classes right now, and last year I created a video for every single lesson for every single class. The problem there is I don't feel like I did a good enough job engaging the students. I spent so much time on that outside of class that I had to do it when I came home from school. And at that point, I was like, oh, I just taught this lesson, 4 different times today, and now I've got to do a video on it. It wasn't that engaging, and I know that. But my solution to that would be to perfect your practice over many years. You don't have to do it all in 1 year. And if you do it all in 1 year, at least you've got the basics up. You can just go back and change those videos as you go. So that's my process for the next 2 or 3 years. Change one video a week and make it engaging. And it's gonna be a process, but I'm gonna be teaching for a while, so it'll be perfected when it's perfected. My audience for this problem, the people that I could go to and talk to about it, would be teachers in my school and then also online. There's a bunch of forums that you can talk to other teachers, and like I said, Twitter and other things that you can go to for advice on this stuff. A couple ISTE standards that I think apply to this situation would be, first of all, the ISTE standard for coaching, 1A. It says create a shared vision and culture for using technology to learn and accelerate transformation through the coaching process. I'm trying to transform teaching in mathematics by doing blended learning rather than lecture. And I think once I'll create that shared vision, once I get close to perfecting it, and my students start to see the results, then I feel like maybe I'll talk to some other teachers, or maybe they'll see how I did it, and we can kind of go from there. Another ISTE standard that I wanted to mention here was a learning designer. So it says collaborate with educators to design accessible and active digital learning environments that accommodate learner variability. This is ISTE standard 4C for coaches. Learner variability is huge in the math classroom, and I think a blended learning classroom would really help out with that because it's more independent. And so that kind of fits with that as well. I believe that's all I've got. I think I covered it all. So I enjoyed the class. I hope you liked the video, and thank you for working with me this year.